Brad, third win in a row here. Would you say this game is one of your most complete games of the season?
Yeah, I think it's been building for a couple of weeks here. I think we've been taking steps in this direction, just about our game, our team game. Our selflessness to buying into the way that we need to play to win. You can see it by the amount of chances we've been giving up, by the amount of shots we've been giving up. We've been way better without the puck, and I think without the puck we've been better, and that's making more success because we're in better position. So when we get the puck, we got support, we got people around us, and I think it's helping out on both ends.
Do you think guys are playing a little more freer now that the trade deadline's passed, and they can get that off their minds?
Yeah, maybe. I think that I really think it's our structure. I really think it's we switched a couple things throughout the year, and it takes a little while for things to come into its own and get some cohesion through the systems. And I think that we're starting to see that. And we got the young guys in here tonight. I think they did really well, but I think as a whole, our whole group, we got some really good internal competition. We got 15 forwards right now. We got 7 defensemen, and we feel comfortable with anyone we're putting in the lineup. And I think we feel comfortable because we trust everybody. We trust everybody to do it to the best of their abilities and to do it for the Regina Pats 2 points.
You talked about getting 5-on-5 goals, and you got a few tonight. That just speaks to your cohesion and these guys getting back in the lineup, getting healthy, and kind of rolling there.
Yeah, I think we've relied a lot on our top end of our scoring here, but to see Klassen get a couple again tonight, he was real hot at the start of the season. Kind of got bumped up on the U.S. trip, so it took him a little bit while to get back going. But when we get some secondary scoring on top of those top guys, we'll get Liam and Maddox in there. They're making plays all over the ice. I think Maddox should have had another goal or 2 tonight. He's just been snake bitten. Yeah, like the puck has been hopping over his stick, or he's just posting and ringing out. So the biggest thing, we're starting to get some more guys. It really comes back to our structure. Guys in the support, we're not having people playing all over the ice. We don't have a team to play all over the ice. We got to play with each other, play in 5-man units, and I think we're starting to show up at both ends of the rink.
Yeah, you mentioned that you had a couple tough losses against Brandon when you got kind of in the run and gun style, but then on Saturday you guys really had a pretty solid game in Brandon and kind of stopped that trend, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Every team's different. Every team's built differently. Hey, we all want to be like the Russian national team, drop pass, loop to loop. Ruslan always tells me beautiful hockey. But I think for us, we're trying to find a recipe that works for our hockey team, and it's difficult to play. It's not, and but when we got guys bought into doing it, we're a tough out.
Brad, you guys haven't had any trouble scoring goals the last 3 games, and it's obviously resulted in a 3-game winning streak here. Does that go back to structure? Is it just everyone contributing? Like, what is it that just clicked so well over the last 3 games?
I don't know what I say is always structure, guys, but it's just like it's karma too. It's like guys playing the right way. I know it's a hockey word that gets thrown around a lot, but it really is. When you start to play the game the right way and play stops and starts, play in straight lines, play within structure, play properly without the puck, when you get the puck, you're in position to do stuff with it. You're above it. You got support with people. So yeah, I think it's us buying into the structure, us playing the team game, and then us getting some karma back. That we're doing things the right way, and we're getting some bounces.
You got one more home game before going on the road trip to Alberta. That home game is against Victoria, a team obviously you haven't seen this year. So maybe you could speak a little bit as to what you're expecting or what the game plan is looking for that number 4 in a row.
Yeah, James Patrick's teams always play really fast. They're gonna post 3 guys at the far blue line. They're gonna make indirects. They're gonna bring your defenseman outside the dot line, and you got to have structure. You got to make sure you have 3 guys high, so those long passes aren't turning into odd man rushes. So they're going to be a well-coached team. They're going to come in here. They're going to play hard. And for us, we just got to match their compete. I like our structure. I like the way that we've got guys bought into playing, Regina Pats hockey right now. Now it's just about continuing that and finding consistency and being all right with when we're going into games. We said the other day about the Brandon game. You know, we've got to be all right when we have a lead in the third period to keep it just where it is and not just go chasing more points. And I think we've really seen a mindset shift in our group, and really just a lot of guys just bought into doing whatever it takes for 2 points.
Well, Cohen, 3 games in a row here for your team. What was working well for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think just sticking to the game plan, you know, getting pucks deep and just playing hard. Yeah, I think it went our way tonight.
What did you see on the goals tonight, and you for yourself? Just how was your line clicking?
Yeah, I think our line did really well together. You know, just finding the chemistry over the last few games. We've been doing good, so it was good to continue that on tonight.
How big is it to have everybody back, everybody's healthy, and you can finally play together?
Yeah, it's huge. We haven't been the healthiest team in the first half, so to get everyone back together, it feels really good.
I haven't seen you since the NHL Central Scouting came out with the Mitchell report. You're obviously on that. Pretty big deal, of course, but just wondering your thoughts on that and what exactly means to you.
Yeah, it feels really good to be on that, but I think I just got to use that as motivation to continue to climb those ranks.
Do you feel like there's maybe a weight off guys' shoulders now that the trade deadline's passed and guys can play a little more free now?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a big relief for lots of guys, and I think that's showing in our team.
You guys have won 3 in a row. Offense has clicked, especially the last 3 games, even on the road. So what's maybe been working so well, and how do you continue that going forward?
Yeah, I think just starts in practice. I think we've put a lot of effort into scoring more goals in practice, and I think that's translated into our games.